And they, meaning the Israelites, journeyed from Mount Or by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And listen to this. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. Now, come back to me for 1 second, then we're going to go back to the scripture in a minute. But I just want to point that out. You see that? They've been going through the desert journey, and the soul of the people became much discouraged because of the way. That is what traumatic events do to us. We go through one thing and another thing, and then, they were running from the Egyptians, and and they're holding their breath. Are we going to make it? Oh my gosh, the Red Sea just parted. Everybody run, everybody run. Okay, now we're on the other side. Oh man, amazing. Oh, but we don't have any water, and we don't have any food. And then now we're starting to load this manna. Give us some meat. And then the pigeons came down and they ate them, and the quail came down and they ate them till they puked them out of their mouth. Then they fought enemies. The soul of the people have become much discouraged because of the way. Remember what communion does for you. I don't know if you remember the scriptures that I said in the last session. But when Jesus said, drink, this is the cup of my blood, poured out for the remission of sin. That word drink is pino, and it means to receive into the soul what serves to refresh, nourish, and strengthen it. God had provided for the ancient Israelites in the desert spiritual food, spiritual manna, spiritual drink, which was the rock, which is Christ. But they were starting to loathe it right when they needed it, right when their souls became much discouraged because of the way. Now let's put up Numbers 21 again, 4-6. We're going to go back to that and look at it, okay? Because this is an amazing scripture. We just had it up on the board. Well, let's put it back up, and I'll continue to read it. It says, and the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way, and the people spoke against God and against Moses. Wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in this wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth this light bread. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much of the people of Israel died. Okay, did you hear that? Okay, so their souls got much discouraged out of the way, and then what happened? Out of the woundedness in their soul that came from the traumas and the dramas of the journey, they began to speak against God and against Moses. They got bitter. They began to complain with their mouth. Where have you brought us out of Egypt to die in this wilderness? There's no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loathes this manna. The supernatural living bread that came down from heaven. Oh my gosh, we have to be so careful. We have to be so careful because our souls are becoming much discouraged because of the way. Because of all the things that we have to go through. This planet has gone crazy.